This talk is really the attempt to bring together a lot of the things we've talked about in earlier talks, certain aspects of wireless network building, to bring them together into one big whole and build the whole network. And to clarify, when we're saying campus or community here, they are really quite similar. Whether you are building a campus network or a network for a small town, a village, a school, a business campus, what it might be, the tasks will be not exactly the same, but quite similar. The agenda here is first to talk about the roles that wireless networking can take in the whole of the networking design. We'll talk about wireless standards and vendors, then in detail about channel management, how we work with frequencies and distributing them, the placement of devices, access points, routers, and so forth, working with antennas, the dimensioning of networks, like how big do we build it, how many resources do we have to put for which numbers of users, and so forth. Then two design aspects on layer 2 and 3. One is the SSID design, the Wi-Fi specific network design, and TCP/IP, the IP design. Not so different from wired IP design, just to see how this plays out for wireless networks. And lastly, we'll talk about security and authentication. So what can wireless networking be used for in the broader networking context? There is two main roles. Number one, it can act as backbone, as infrastructure, just like fiber or Ethernet cable, general cabled infrastructure might do. The distances that you can cover with wireless networks in this way can be up to several 10 kilometers, even 100 and above. That's kind of the limit where it really gets difficult. But up to those levels, if you put in enough effort and good design, it's possible. So keep in mind 10 kilometers up to 100 doable. And the speeds generally for those backbones somewhere in the gigabits per second region. Of course, depending how much multiplexing, multiple links you might build it in, and which standards you would be using. The other main role, and possibly the most important one that we're thinking about when building campus or community networks, is the wireless network as the access network for the end user. The network that we as the user connect to when we bring a laptop, a mobile phone, a tablet, whatever, online. Very important here, always try to keep the two roles separate. An end user, a user of the wireless network, should not be on an infrastructure link, and vice versa. Access networks should not play the role of connecting infrastructure endpoints to one another. Keep the two well separated. We'll get back to that as to how we do that. So when we use wireless in this way, we are typically redistributing bandwidth, connectivity that we are getting from some other place over some other networks that typically will be fiber to a campus. It might be a wireless link by an ISP to a campus. There's several ways. It might be point of presence by a research and education network. What those have in common then is that we redistribute the connectivity to the end user. And because the frequencies that Wi-Fi uses are so-called free license exempt networks, we can do this for free. We don't have to pay for the redistribution over these frequencies over Wi-Fi. So here's an overview picture showing the two main roles. One is the infrastructure link. You see that thick red line there that in this case here connects remote campuses or departments on our campus or parts of a village, whatever that might be, to a central place, possibly the place where your internet connection comes in or where you can best place a central point of distribution. So the center of your core network. And then from there on, you could go to various places, several, often in a kind of star tree architecture. And then at the end points of this, here symbolized by these red circles there, you would have access networks that go out to individual client machines. I said stars or trees is what we want to build. We know this principle already from wired networks. Don't build daisy chains. It's exactly the same in the wireless world as in the wired world. You can, of course, make those daisy chains, like one wireless point-to-point after the other, but if one goes down, everything goes down. So much better to have a nicely organized, hierarchical star or tree design for your network.